emergency management state of emergency disobeying executive order. Same deal. We can set him up with pretrials on all those on June 30th, 8:45 with Judge Martin.
The sovereign citizen.
I'm ready with both Romulus arraignments.
You want to start with McKinney?
Yes, please.
Mr. McKinney, can you hear me all right? Hello? Lieutenant, I'm not hearing anything.
We can hear you. Can't hear it?
All right. All right, now I can hear you. I can hear you.
Louder.
All right,
Okay.
Mr. Nunley, go ahead on Mr. McKinney, please.
Royce Nunley appearing on behalf of the defendant. For purposes of the arraignment, we'd waive a formal reading and ask the court to enter a plea of not guilty.
Done, thank you. Pretrial date is July 16 with Judge Martin, 10 a.m. on Zoom.
Okay.
All right, did you see the bond rec from the department counsel?
I did, Your Honor. I would say that for purposes of today, he is here for a misdemeanor charge from 2020. Very old. I believe that he's had some contact with law enforcement and courts subsequent to this charge. It looks like no matter what the bond is that this court sets, he may, be dealing with these other jurisdictions. That being said, he is living in Inkster currently with his mother. He's not currently employed. He doesn't have any money with which to post any sort of bond. He said it's possible that he could try to borrow some money, but whatever he would be able to scratch up, if anything, would not be very much.
Okay.
So I think 30,000, 3,000, or 30,000, 10% would just be, that's just going to keep him there. So we are talking a misdemeanor petty larceny charge from 2020. So I would ask the court to consider a personal bond in this matter, or at the very least, give the bond rec, give it a haircut to give him an opportunity to post and get out.
All right, thank you. Lieutenant, do you have any indication anybody's coming to get him on these other warrants?
No, as far as I know, none of the other supervisors contacted those jurisdictions as of yet to see.
Okay, so we don't have a yes or a no yet. Thank you.
That's correct.
All right. So, Mr. McKinney, when's the last time you had a job?
February.
Where were you working then?
And Bob Evans.
How long did you work at Bob Evans?
3 years.
All right. What happened in February?
Well, they start cutting my hours or whatever. They start cutting my hours, and then I didn't meet the means of paying my bills and stuff like that, and taking care of my kids.
Okay.
Yeah, 8 kids.
Lieutenant, how good are you? 6230 Merriman and Smith. Is that one of the hotels?
You said 6?
8230.
Yes.
That's one of our hotels?
Yes.
Thank you.
That's Magnuson.
Thank you. All right. All right, Mr. McKinney, I'm going to put you on a personal bond. $5,000 personal bond. 2 conditions: stay out of trouble and show up for your court date on Zoom on July 16th. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court in the amount of $5,000 if you don't show up?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
All right, louder. I can't hear you.
Yes.
Thank you. You can put your hand down. Also, you owe us $618. Goes back to a domestic violence from 2016. It'd be real nice if between now and that court date, you made some kind of arrangement to get some payments on that, or otherwise pay it off. So you can quote unquote pay it off with some time. we've got some options where you can do some work program or community service to get that debt cleared out. Understood?
Yes.
You can make contact with our court through our email or in person to talk about those options. Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Counsel, you ready on Williams?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Williams, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
All
yes.
right. So I've got 2 stacks of files with Mr. Williams' name on them. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 local Romulus files. 2 drove while license suspended. Standalone files. 1 unregistered vehicle standalone file. Disorderly person standalone file. And then I've got a multi-count IBAC, drove while license suspended, reckless driving and registration or plate violation. It looks like they're all in the same position, need to be dealt with. So we can hook him up with a pretrial on July 2 at 8:30 in the morning with Judge Martin on those. Then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 county prosecuted files. Drove while unlicensed, drove while suspended, revoked, operating while intoxicated, in a state of emergency, disobeying executive order. Same deal. We can set him up with pretrials on all those on June 30th, 8:45 with Judge Martin. I'm assuming, Mr. Nunley, that you would waive formal reading on all these files?
That is correct, Your Honor. I would
All right.
ask the court to enter
That
plea not
happened.
guilty on all of them.
I am trying to find a bond recommendation because I'm sure we've got one. There we go. All right. Did you see the bond rec as well, counsel?
I did.
All right. All right. While I start putting court dates in these files, let's talk about bond.
Okay. So, we recognize that he has, some outstanding misdemeanor warrants out of this court, as well as it looks like a few other courts. Mr. Williams is currently employed. He's been working at Culver's for about 6 months. And he indicated that he spoke to somebody at Culver's and told him that if he can make it back to work by tomorrow, then he will be able to keep his employment. That is, very important to him. He's currently living with his brother in Westland. He says he's not on probation or parole. He just got out of treatment at Lighthouse a few months back. He said that he did get through the program. He completed it successfully when he was discharged at the time. That being said, he also indicated he just had to pay rent. He doesn't have any money with which to post any sort of bond. So I think a $100 bond will keep him in there. That being said, we'd ask the court to consider a personal bond. I explained to him that, the failure to appears are just going to land him back in there and that they need to be dealt with. And he seems to understand that and wants to get this moving so he doesn't end up in this position again.
All right. Mr. Williams, anything you want to add?
Yeah. When I supposed to have showed up to go back to court, I was telling you the truth, I was scared because I didn't know what the court was gonna say. I would probably because I had a job before then too. I didn't know if I was gonna lose my job and be locked up and not be able to, I just apologize to the courts that it had to come down to this. But, yes, if I can try to start a payment plan, I will start it immediately. I get paid next Tuesday. Anything on my check, I can, I could work it out.
Well, at this point, you don't owe us any money because none of these cases have been sentenced.
Okay.
All right. Mr. Williams, the reason I'm not giving you a personal bond is because you were uncooperative with the police department.
Oh,
So I'm not asking questions, sir. I'm explaining my ruling.
okay.
So in addition to all these FTAs, which is bad, but I could write that off to, you know, you've changed your ways because these are older files, but you weren't booked in 2020. You were just booked now. So I'm thinking you still have an attitude issue. So on these files, each one of these is 1,010%. That means on the county files, you got to post $400. And on the Romulus files, you got to post $500. Any clarification necessary, Mr. Nunley?
No, Your Honor.
Have a good day. Thank you, Lieutenant.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks, Your Honor. Have a great day.
If you can't post your bond.
The Sovereign Citizen.